What happens to the digestive system if you are lactose intolerant?
Before we begin, let me walk you through the three main parts of digestion with the help of my science buddy of science. The stomach, which produces acids to break down materials, is very important. And then the small intestine, the big organ that sucks up nutrients and minerals from food. And then finally the large intestine, which absorbs water from the remaining food and returning it to the body.
And then you poop it out!
Yeah, you kind of need that too.
Lactose, a sugar present in milk containing glucose and galactose units. When broken down, that's what they convert to. And then lactase, very important. It's an enzyme that breaks down the lactose into glucose and galactose. People with this deficiency cannot digest lactose very well. And then, of course, the entire point of this topic, lactose intolerance, the inability to digest lactose due to a deficiency in lactase. Wasn't I right? The enzyme used to break down lactose. So this is the entire digestive system, quite long. Alright, so we are going to be following the path of the lactose through the small intestine and then out through the large intestine. Okay, so inside the small intestine, it is lined with all these little structures called villi, which is spelled V-I-L-L-I. Okay, so these villi, their job is to soak up all the nutrients from whatever food you have ingested. Okay, so pretend this black line is all your food coming in from the stomach. All the enzymes will come in through the villi and start to break it down. I hope you get the picture. And then that broken down food, this color in blue, will go into the villi and get soaked up through the bloodstream. Not really the case with lactose intolerance people. Depending on the person, it may be more or less. But in a regular person, they would produce a lot of lactase, the enzyme used to break down lactose. This is called lactase persistence, which of course means that the lactase keeps on coming, I guess you could say. Okay, but in a lactose intolerant person, they will most likely not produce as much, meaning if you can go down from 5 to 1 lactase enzyme. Alright, so the lactose or milk that you have ingested will come down and keep on going because this lactase enzyme cannot break it down into glucose and galactose. So it keeps on going down into the colon where we go into the large intestine. Okay, in that large intestine, all that lactose sits and just ferments in it. So it doesn't really do anything. So over time, gases like methane, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen all build up because bacteria starts to eat it. Yum yum. And then also fatty acids like acetate, propionate, and butyrate also start to build up. So it's just one huge jumbled mess of acid and gas, which you get into the symptoms of, well, vomiting, diarrhea, a grumbling stomach, nausea, cramps, bloating, and belly pain, which to just name a few. Okay, some other cool stuff. So, lactose intolerance can be temporary or permanent depending on your condition. Let's say if you have lactase persistence in one day, you might stop producing it due to an infection in the small intestine, or maybe something you ate, or just maybe a medical condition that you have recently had. So 5 to 15% of Americans that originated from Europe have lactose intolerance because they are more used to milk. And then 80 to 90% of Americans that originated from Asia or Africa have lactose intolerance because they have not drank a lot of milk in the past, depending.
Well, anyway, I hope you got some great information. Have a great day.